Bavard means to chat, so it's literally the chatty bar, and lined up for you are three speakers that are going to enthuse about their passions and their loves throughout the evening. So you're going to hear their stories, their tales, their passions, and I hope that you enjoy them. So I'll come to the big reveal in a minute. Before I do that, I will let you know about these wildcards that I have that you can get involved in if you wish. We have this KP light thingy. I don't know, wave your hands if you've seen the KP light in action. Oh, not many. Well, we might see one tonight. It's essentially 6 random slides that I took off the interweb about 10 minutes ago, and they stay on the screen for 15 seconds. So it's about a minute and a half, and they move forward, and someone comes up and they make up some stuff about the pictures. And we laugh or we cry, and see how it goes. So that's what that is. Then we have this Behaviour, which no one has done for a few months, which I'm quite sad about, but there's no pressure. This one is kind of like Would I Lie to You, and it's an old town, Hastings Old Town expression. I mean, it's like Thingamybob, and the premise of the game is sort of Would I Lie to You. So if you have a sort of notorious dark secret that you would like to share with me and this lovely audience, then you come and tell me, and after one of the intervals I will I write your fact down on a piece of paper, and I have some other made-up facts, and I offer you the 2 bits of paper, and you take one, and then you try and bluff the audience. So we've had some wonderful ones. We've had a naked accountant who posed for a naked calendar of accountants, and that was true. And we had a grass track racing car driver as well, so that was wonderful. But that's all we've had so far with that. And then we have the fantastic Behaviour Road, which is much like Mornington Crescent, for those of you who've heard of it. No one's ever played this game because I don't know the rules and have no idea how it works. So if you want to have a go at that, you can tell me. That would be marvellous. And that'll be a first for all of us. So that's that. Right, but I will in a second reveal the talkers, but before I do that, I thought I'd show you that. I have just been on holiday. That wasn't me, actually. Anybody had their holidays this year? Anybody on holiday in this very audience? I know I did speak to a couple of holidaymakers. Yeah, I won't embarrass you, but yes, thank you for coming in. I have just come back from holiday. I wasn't camping, but I was in France, and there was that terrible floods. I think loads of campers got flooded out of their campsites, I think, around the Dordogne region. But I've never really understood camping. Anybody go camping here? Do we have campers in? Couple of campers. I always think, I'm going to be careful then, because I always think camping is a bit like that sort of triumph of hope over experience, isn't it, really? It's, and in fact, I was thinking about it earlier, thinking, and this is a bit of a dangerous analogy to make, but I was thinking almost a bit like childbirth. Now, I'm not in a position, obviously, to make a wholly accurate comparison, but it's so painful, yet people go back and they do it again the next year, and I find that strange, because I have camped in the past, and I always think it's a bit like sort of taking the contents of your house and throwing them in the car, unloading them into a field, hosing it down with water, and then staying there for 2 weeks. You may as well just go into your kitchen for a couple of weeks, lock all the doors, turn the electricity off, and leave the taps running. And you probably have about the same experience, I think. Anyway, but no, I have just come back from France, and just before I reveal tonight's speakers, I wanted to share with you just a couple of lovely little French sayings that I heard. This is the Bavard Bar, so I had to go to France. And when I was over there, I was talking to some people in my sort of franglais, schoolboy sort of French. And I found a couple of expressions that I thought I'd share with you, because I hadn't heard them before, and I think they're quite lovely, so I put them up in French. So the top one, mêle-toi de tes oignons. Anybody know what that means?
Mind your own business.
It is, yes, mind your own business, mind your own onion. So that's how the French say mind your own business. And avoir le col bordé de nouilles, I've not got the accents. Anybody know what that one means? It's to have noodles around your arse, apparently. And the French say it, and I've got to now remember what it means. I think it's as funny as. I think that's what it was. I'll remember it later. I like the expression. Chanter comme une casserole. Any guesses? Any guesses? There's probably, well, I certainly sing like a casserole. It means to sing flat, apparently, is chanter comme une casserole. So we don't have the Hastings Philharmonic in tonight, no good. The bad joke. Right, move on. So there we are. That's a little bit of French stuff for you. So we are at the Bavard Bar, so welcome, and it is French, sort of. But the big reveal tonight we have a resident Bavardist in, Andrew. I did see you earlier. I know you're here somewhere. Andrew Halston. He's back. He's been there. He's a couple of times. And Andrew will draw and sketch the speakers, and if I can make it work, I will put Andrew's sketches up on the screen just before each of the speakers as we move on. So you may see Andrew's artwork. If you don't, they will be on Facebook and Tinterweb at some point later. And we have another Bavardist in tonight. I won't embarrass her, but Maria O'Neill. She's done a couple, and I saw her in tonight. So that's a lovely thing. And then the speakers tonight we have. First up, we have Rod Webb, and Rod is going to talk about neurotribes. I will say no more. That is going to be Rod's talk, and Rod is our first Bavarder tonight. And Rod, this is your first time Bavarding at the Kino, isn't it?
That's right.
Yeah, but Rod has Bavarded in Eastbourne, at British Bay House, where I do it, so not quite a virgin Bavarder, but, you know, so Rod is going to pop his Kino cherry tonight. That's the thing. Right, and second up we have Canna Ingleson. Canna is going to talk about crop circles, and Canna, you have spoken here before about taxidermy. Did anybody hear Canna's brilliant talk? Yes, brilliant talk about taxidermy a few months ago, and you gave that over in Eastbourne, and tonight Canna is going to reveal another of her passions, crop circles. So, intriguing that will be. And then, to finish off, we have Ken Barker, Lord Barker of Bavard, I think he's commonly known as, or not so commonly known as, perhaps. But Kent is going to be talking about Lordy Lordy. I shall say nothing more about that either. So I will shut up. I will just offer that up now. If anybody wants to dash up, I have 6 lovely images that you can talk to, but I'll move on because I know I have someone to do it a bit later, so we'll see that a bit later on. And can we welcome, please, to the stage Rod Webb, who's going to talk about neurotribes. Thank you.